You don't like creamy pours?
Dude.
Or no, you don't like
Don't
rough.
come at me with creamy pours, bro.
You don't like hard pours. Or no, it was a, what was it?
It was creamy.
A creamy pour? You don't want a creamy pour?
Everyone likes a creamy pour.
Yeah. When I was talking about nitros, usually it's a hard pour. You can pour it hard.
Hard pour.
Hard pour. Not to be confused with parkour.
Parkour.
Welcome back, everybody.
Oh, yeah, here we are.
3 episodes in one day. Man, what's wrong with us?
We are going at it.
Hey-o.
Phrasing.
There you go.
I got that one.
There you go.
I haven't used the phrasing button in a while.
You have not. You haven't used it in the last 2 episodes.
I just used the giggity.
I don't even think you used giggity a couple episodes ago.
No, I don't think I didn't touch anything the first episode except for the...
Well, and the how about a beer? And speaking of,
How about a beer?
we've technically already poured one.
Yes.
There's that.
Outlaw Mile High Light Beer.
Did we ever even talk about the second beer on the last one?
No.
Oh, yeah, we did. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, we did. Maybe. Sure.
No, we did. It was the
Yeah, we
second
did.
shift
We
one.
did.
Yeah, we did. We're good.
Punch the Pickaxe is what this says.
From Outlaw. I thought it was Outlaw Mile High friggin'. See, this one is a little confusing.
It's out of Colorado. 4.2.
So we determined that we need a little bit. There's a little bit of sediment in there. Probably a good thing that we're drinking this one.
Yeah.
Because we've been sitting on this one for a little bit now. But it's 4.2%. I mean, it's not bad looking.
Just looks like a standard light American lager.
Yeah, which is what it's supposed to be. Because on the one side it says Outlaw Mile, or was it Mile High?
Daredevil
Light.
since 1859. Enjoy the gold.
Nice. Channeling your inner Sam Elliott there.
Enjoy the gold.
Mine has this weird almost looks like a constellation inside of my beer.
It kind of has that wet cardboard thing going on there a little bit.
Some
oxidation
yeah.
going on.
Well, we've been sitting on this one for a little bit.
Yeah, I was about to say, do you want to see when it was
I
or
see.
produced?
9/27/23.
Oh, yeah, almost a year old.
Yeah. I mean, it's well over 6.
Yeah.
Because you got to figure September, October, November, December, January, February.
Back to the knuckle calendar.
March, April. So we're at 7 months.
Yeah.
So it's a little past its 120.
Yeah, it's not bad, though. It's pretty good.
I get some corn.
Yeah.
I almost get a little spiciness on it. It almost reminds me right now, the smell. There is a brewery. They've changed ownership, but I think the brewers are still the same. It's called Outfield. They do one called Cactus League. It's a cream ale with chili hatch.
Oh, interesting. Hatch chili or chili hatch?
Sure.
Oh. I'd say when I think of a chili hatch, it's not quite a patch.
So it has a little bit of a spiciness to it.
It does. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the Outfield one.
Okay, gotcha.
Where that smell reminded me, the smell of this one reminded me of that one.
Yeah.
But this one does not taste it. This is all right, though.
It's not bad.
No.
It's not bad for, it kind of reminds me of a Montucky cold snack.
Okay, yeah.
Which, was brewed to be a bad beer.
Yeah. This is, honestly, you know what? I wish we would have probably had this one sooner. Yes, there's a little bit of oxidizing on it.
Yeah.
But it's clean.
It's a good palate refresher.
Yeah, absolutely. I say clean. Clean tasting.
It's crisp.
It has a crispness to it.
Crispness.
We've talked about this before. But yeah, there's some sediment that seems to be in it, and that may just be from the oxidizing process as well. Again,
Still, it's a good beer, man.
Yeah, no, this is
a good post yard work beer.
This would be a great yard beer.
Or
shower beer.
I was about to say, I believe shower beer and post yard work beer are one and the same in terms of that Venn diagram.
You know what? You can almost go a 3-tier Venn diagram. Post workout / sport.
Oh, yeah.
If you've never had one of those.
I have not, because I don't know if you knew this.
And golf
about
does
me,
not count.
But I am not a sportsman.
So, again, I played a lot of soccer. Playing soccer, even as a goalkeeper, it can be very active.
Yeah.
Especially if you're playing indoor soccer.
Yeah.
Which
I
I've
guess
done a lot of.
does riding a bike, does that count? It's not really a sport, but it's being active.
It is an activity. Yes, I would count that. So you could almost do a 3, where you have sport, activity. We'll say athletic activity,
Yard work,
shower, and shower beer.
Yeah.
Right.
This is right there.
But the shower beer almost goes in between the two, so I almost feel like it's not like a triangle style.
See, the
diagram.
thing is, any beer can be a shower beer.
Exactly, and
But not any beer can be a post-yard work beer.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to say, where, get at to where the activity, like almost those two overlap, but then the shower one kind of overlaps both of those.
Yeah.
Because
Is there a
you
beer
can do
with
it.
electrolytes in it already?
Ooh, that is a good question.
Because, what better way to quench your thirst?
I know that there's been some stuff like, like Four Loko, right? That had...
God, Four Loko. Oh, my God.
Well, do you even remember the original? Like, I never
Fuck
tried.
yeah, I do.
I never got to try any of the original, but literally it was sending, like, kids to hospitals.
Yeah.
Because it was basically making their heart beat out of their chest.
Yeah. So before I really got into beer, it was like the Four Loko off-brand. It was called Nos.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Nos. And by the way, welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back, guys.
to Poor Decisions.
Poor Decisions. Episode, whoever fucking knows.
16
15,
now?
16, I don't know.
This will be 16. See, and that's why one of the other reasons why I started writing the number down on the cans.
So we know what we drank when.
Well, in that way, because I've started putting...
When you do episode descriptions.
When I do episode descriptions, I've started putting
Yeah.
those beers. And because sometimes we record multiple ones, then I got to the point where I was processing the episode maybe a week or two later, and I look over at the cans and I'm just like,
which one
fuck,
was which?
I don't remember which one was which. And I'm trying to multitask. And sometimes not listening, I'll skip through portions of processing the podcast.
Yeah.
Because I'll usually listen to the whole podcast, especially if I haven't come up with a title or anything. Like these episodes today, I'm going to have to probably pretty much listen to all of them to process through them. And it's not editing.
There's a lot of corn going on here.
There is a lot of corn. Hey, I'm enjoying it, though.
No, I like it a lot.
Yeah. I'm not going to... I would definitely order this, drink this.
Yeah.
And, and that's
I'd buy a
big thing.
six-pack. I'd buy a six-pack of this.
Yeah, absolutely. Like going to a 4th of July party or something.
Yeah.
Or Labor Day party, Memorial Day party, whatever.
Like it has more flavor than your typical
light beer.
Macros,
Yeah.
Macro Lights.
Yeah.
Like I would drink this, and I love Miller Lite. I love High Life.
I've gotten away from Miller Lite, but that was kind of like my go-to for a while.
Oh yeah.
As far as
domestics,
I guess.
Yeah.
If you talk about the BMCs,
Yeah.
right, the Bud Miller Coors stuff. Although I have kind of gravitated a little bit. Well, I don't want to say have gravitated to, but I noticed Coors isn't as bad as I expected it to be.
Just regular Coors?
Well, Coors Light.
Like the Banquet? Oh, okay.
I've done Banquet as well.
I like Banquet.
But you know what Coors Light is really good as? Beer Mosa.
I was about to say Beer Mosa.
Because for some reason it makes that carbonation pop a little bit more.
Well, and I used to drink my cousin and I when I lived in LA. Hey.
I'm on it today.
All right. Shout out to my cousin Johnny. I know he listens. We used to just slam 18 packs of Coors Light.
See, and I never got into doing stuff like that.
Well, and it would be like a Sunday. So yesterday, for example, as we're recording this, today is the 15th.
Yeah. Tax day still.
Tax day. Yesterday was the last day of the Masters.
Oh, yeah.
So we would watch the Masters all weekend and just drink beer. What else are you going to do?
Yeah.
I'm 23 years old,
See, I've never been a big golf person, though.
Neither have I.
But oddly enough, I actually did change it over to the Masters a couple times this past weekend.
What's funny is, yesterday Gina and I are doing stuff around the house and, grocery shopping, typical Sunday shit.
Adulting stuff. Half a star.
And maybe 0.33 stars at this point. I just feel like that rating keeps getting lower and lower.
Well, what's funny is towards the end of the last episode, I started thinking, a star has 5 points. Maybe we should just go off of
1 point of 1 star.
Exactly. Yes, I'll give it 2 points of 1 star.
Out of 5 stars.
Out of 5 stars, which is 25 points.
I give it 2.
I gave it 2 points out of 25.
So we're like hanging out, and I turned on the TV. Where I guess we had the TV on for Daisy because she likes to watch her programs.
I've wondered about I've wondered about that, like trying to do something for Zeke.
Well, yeah, I mean, and she gets like separation anxiety, so I think she likes to have like
Noise.
the sound of people
Yeah.
when no one's home.
I used to do radio stuff. Like I would put sometimes like during 4th of July stuff. If I knew like neighborhoods we were living in,
Yeah, we're
you know,
gonna
we
be,
had
like,
dogs that
loud
were
or-
sensitive to
Yeah.
loud noises. I would
Yeah.
literally put like a clock radio on top of the kennel
Yeah.
if we were going to be gone, and turn it up a little bit louder so it would drown out any of those loud, you know, like
Yeah.
firework noises.
So we started watching the Masters yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Like the last, I don't know, it was probably the last 5 holes.
Phrasing.
And
Phrasing.
and so Gina, she's been known to golf with her father, so they've been golfing for a while, and she enjoys it, and so does Bryan, her dad.
Yeah. I don't know. We have a lot of regulars at the brewery that love golfing.
Oh yeah, but what's funny is like we're sitting down because I'm just like, what, you know, I don't like, we're both kind of tired at this point. The day is coming to an end. It's 5 p.m. Day's coming to an end.
Shut up.
What?
Shut up. Because I was still working.
The day was coming to an end.
For you, jackass.
And she's just like, are we really watching the Masters right now? I'm like, yes, we are. She's like, okay.
All right, here we
And
are.
then we like started like really getting into it.
Did you switch it over to Fox 4 News after that?
No, we
you
kept
more?
we kept it on.
Oh, no, that was CBS, wasn't it?
Yeah. We kept it on local news until 60 minutes.
And I'm getting old. Is this what getting old feels like?
Yes, you want to watch the Masters and then you want to watch 60 minutes.
Fuck.
Like I said, would not recommend.
Yeah.
But no, it was fun to watch, like honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, we're learning stuff. She's like, what does it mean, like these numbers and blah blah blah, and like who wins this much out of the purse? And apparently if you place in the top 50, you still make $50,000.
Jeez. Well, I know what it was like. I saw a thing like I don't even follow golf, but yet I'm still getting ESPN updates on golf.
Oh, me too.
So they said like Tiger, you know,
He was he got 60th place.
Jesus. And it was funny because I saw a thing like as we had it on, and there was a little thing scrolling across the bottom.
Yeah.
That he went like plus whatever. It was like I think it was like plus 10 or 12 or whatever.
Yeah.
And he said it was a good week. I'm like, what?
I mean,
You consider that a good week for Tiger? All right, whatever. But like somebody was talking about because he had that car accident.
yeah,
Apparently he had a bad
fucked
car.
up his back.
Fucked up his back and his legs.
Yeah.
So that's why he never wears shorts anymore because
Yeah.
like he doesn't want people to see how
His scars and
jacked
shit.
up his legs are.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I would be the opposite. I would
I'd be
wear
like, you look at this.
psychologically just
Yeah.
trying to mess with your opponent. Be like, yeah, see this? Yeah.
Yeah, you
Think
see,
about that when you're putting.
I have 3/4 of my calf.
Yeah. And apparently it was like extremely windy again. Because I remember
Oh,
last
it
year.
was super windy.
Well, last year, remember, like apparently it was so windy, it literally knocked over a tree in the middle of a course.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
oh my
then-
God, yeah.
I think we were watching. I think it was Friday afternoon. We had it on, and some dude was like starting to line up his putt, and he's like looking at the ball. The ball's only like 3 feet away from the hole, right? And then a huge gust of wind came, and then like it was a gust, and then the wind just continued, and the ball started to roll
Oh God.
away from the hole, and it picked up speed as it kept rolling. The ball ended up like 30 feet from the hole.
Oh my God.
And I'm just like, what happens in that situation?
Play it where it lies.
You're like,
Right?
because
I think. I don't know.
when he got it onto the green, he was 3 feet from the hole, and it was literally stopped. And he's standing right by the ball, starting to just kind of, like look at it, evaluate it as golfers do.
Read it out.
Read it out, whatever. Come up to the, getting ready for the approach, I guess, if you will, to actually make the putt. And then the ball just starts rolling. Nice. Good one.
Yeah.
You actually got it on the episode this time.
Yeah, I did.
Because the last couple of episodes, you've done it 30 seconds after we got done.
You know what?
You just trying to stroke my ego and let me have all the big burps?
No.
Fuck that. That reel, the reel we had for, what was it, episode?
Oh, that was good.
I think 11 or 12.
And we played it for Michelle.
Yes. It was episode 11.
Yeah.
The cat in the pajamas. Where it was
pajamas.
just and I love how I did the audio on that too. Or not good. The audio, but the captioning on it.
Burp.
Where I put burp,
belch.
and then you did it. And it's just it actually came in shaking. Just belch. I'm like, all right, jackass. One upper. And then the fact that at the end of it, I'm just anyway, and just moved on. Yeah, whatever. It's over.
Fuck it.
Move on. Moving on.
We're moving on.
Moving along.
We're doing it live.
All right. So, yeah, it was an interesting one. We had a lot of sports stuff going on this weekend, too.
Yeah.
The Royals. I mean,
man,
by the time this freaking airs,
who knows?
Who knows where they'll be? But the fact that, I honestly, I'm more surprised that they have a winning record. And to the point where they can lose, well, they lost yesterday.
They lost today. Or no, yesterday.
But then they could ideally lose 5 in a row and be at 500.
Because they're 10-6 right now.
But the fact that they have had a winning record, considering when was the last? I think I saw something the last time they had a winning record.
Was it 2017?
It was they had one May of 21.
Wow.
But again, that was in 2021. It is 2024 now.
Yeah.
But the fact that we're almost 10 years since their big run.
Yeah.
Where they made it to the World Series in 2014 and won it in 2015.
So what's crazy is, we went, it was, I guess it was 30 years, right? 85 and 15 when they won.
85, yeah.
So we're realistically
a third of the way.
We're 20 years away from them winning another pennant.
God, let's hope not.
But hey, those 10 years since the last one's gone by pretty fast.
I mean, luckily the Chiefs didn't do we won one. Let's wait another 50 years before we win another one.
But I mean, oof. Rachie Rice.
Man. Well, did you see the whole thing? So one of the things, something that just happened recently, and again, this will be a month removed.
I know.
But the Sporting Kansas City played at Arrowhead. Sporting has not played at Arrowhead since I think it was 2007 or 2008.
Wow.
When they were still the Wizards.
Wow.
Because they played at Community America Ballpark for a couple of seasons. While Sporting Park was being built. So they went into Sporting Park in 2011.
Wow.
It was Livestrong Park at that time. And that was 2011 when they opened that. Because I went to the home opener for that.
That's crazy.
And so, yeah, they've been there that long already.
Wow.
And I'm very indifferent about what happened. Where they were playing Miami, Inter Miami is the name of the team.
Yep.
And everybody's making a big deal about it because Messi, one of the best soccer players in the world ever, right?
Yeah. Easily, hands down.
And I do like Messi. I'm more of a Ronaldo guy. But
so is that a messy situation for you?
Yes, it is.
It's a messy relationship.
But I don't like what they did of moving that game from Sporting Park
to Arrowhead.
Well,
it's a cash grab.
Exactly. It was a cash grab.
They knew they'd sell more tickets.
And they did. They
73,000 people, which I still don't believe.
Almost 73,000, yeah.
I still don't believe
that.
Don't
believe that.
Seeing photos, no.
Yeah.
I've seen Arrowhead sold out in person.
Yeah. And considering Arrowhead will hold 76.
Yeah.
Almost 77. So they're saying that there was over 72,000. I'm like, I don't see that. But again, it was a cash grab. Now I get the idea of trying to allow people to come and see Messi play.
Did he play?
Yes, he did play.
Okay.
And everybody's making a big deal like, oh, they kept him in check. It's not that hard, honestly. He's older now.
Yeah.
And Sporting still lost.
Yeah.
They lost 3-2. And the 2 goals that Sporting scored were from the same player, Tommy, who's been great for Sporting this year.
Yeah.
And so Messi didn't score. I don't even know if he got an assist on any of the 3 goals either. But to me, like, I get the idea of trying to allow people to see Messi play. But at the same time, he's been around for a very long time, and it doesn't make any sense to me where you have a soccer-specific stadium. Play it there.
Yeah.
Just play it there.
Play it there.
Make it a more rewarding experience for those who have been supporters of the team and have season tickets.
But I think it's also kind of a prelude to a crawl for the World Cup game.
And we talked about that a little bit as well.
To see, like, yes,
how
we can sell out a crowd.
Yes.
At Arrowhead if it just takes
because
one
the Wizards,
international star.
Yeah, the Wizards never had that.
No.
They never had. And I went to plenty of games.
But
at
also
Arrowhead
at the time with the Wizards, I don't think there was, players as internationally known as Messi, as
soccer in the U.S. was not quite as big because even when Beckham, went to L.A.
The Galaxy.
The Galaxy.
Yeah.
And was huge then. That was 2012, 2013. They still played at Sporting Park.
Yeah.
And Sporting Park holds, I think it's 21,000 for a game.
Which is still a respectable number.
That is still a good number. Yeah, you're not going to get 72,000+.
Yeah, it's no Wembley.
No. So, like, I'm still very indifferent on it. I'm like, it's good for all those people that got to go see him. Because, we had somebody come into the brewery that they were from Wichita, and they came up to be able to watch Messi play.
Which is really fucking cool.
That is really cool, but at the same time, I'm still on the reward the people that have been supporters and don't make this player, like, he came over here not to make a spectacle of the game.
Yeah.
He came over here to be able to keep playing.
And also dominate because the MLS is,
I mean, he hasn't been completely dominating.
Right.
But
at least dominate the headlines.
But Miami has a second guy that is way up on the charts as far as top players too, and Suarez. Yeah. Now, Suarez is more commonly known for in a World Cup match for trying to bite somebody's ear off.
Oh, sick.
Quite literally.
Sick. Going for that Mike Tyson action.
Yes.
I like this guy already. I don't know who he is.
Yeah, his name is Suarez.
I appreciate the biting off the ear of your enemy.
I can't remember. I feel like it was Portugal, but I feel like that's wrong. He is an international player as well, and is a good player in his own right. And so, like, that was when I saw him coming to Inter Miami over the offseason, I'm like, that him and Messi on both the same team, that's pretty freaking big.
Yeah.
And
gonna be biting off all the ears.
He's gonna be hungry or not hungry, whatever. Not anymore. No. But again, like, I just felt like it was the MLS and Sporting making it a cash grab type of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how much money did Sporting just make because of that?
I'm gonna go ahead and say a shit ton.
They better have, but the MLS is not a salary cap type of thing.
No, but it's also, I feel like it's also a situation where,
but that's going into the business owners' pockets. They're not going to use that money to try and get somebody bigger. And Sporting's been doing fairly well this year. They started off a little slow, mostly drawing games.
But I feel like to be able to, let's go ahead and say they sold out Arrowhead.
for lack
of a better term. They sold it out for a soccer match.
Yeah. And that is great for
it's great exposure
for the
Kansas
World
City.
Cup.
It definitely, like, I feel like it probably makes FIFA feel really good about having Kansas City, like, we're hosting a quarterfinal game, right?
Yeah, we're getting at least a quarterfinal as well.
3 games we're hosting in Kansas City.
Yeah, there's going to be 2 that are pool play games, and then we will have a quarterfinal as well.
Which is a huge fucking deal.
That is. I was hoping that I knew we weren't going to get a semi.
No.
I thought we would get at least a knockout game.
Yeah.
But I was not expecting a quarterfinal.
We have a first round, right?
Well, so first round, so they call it.
Oh. Wait, this one.
Oh, shit. All right. Whatever.
Whatever. They're both get consumed.
Yeah. They'll get drink.
So I think it really puts Kansas City, like, on the spot, as if it didn't already for us hosting this game.
And see, that's the other thing. Like, I don't see why it was a question of if Kansas City could support soccer.
We absolutely can.
Yeah.
Like, we've always been able to.
Look at what the women are doing.
I know.
The Current?
Look at the Current, man. Like, and, I'm slowly becoming more of a soccer fan. And I'm going to go ahead and credit that to the Current. Like, yeah, I know Sporting has, in the past been good, but also in more recent memory been not so good.
Yes. As it happens in a lot of sports.
Yeah,
things are cyclical.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But it's like, I think it's just really cool that we have the women's team, and I'm more inclined to support them than Sporting.
Well, I mean, even Nigel, he got rid of his Sporting season tickets
in exchange for Current
and get Current ones.
Yeah.
Now there was the whole debacle with the Current and the parking
which whatever.
and whatnot. But
who cares? Like,
that's just business owners being business owners.
Yeah, it's a business. Guess what? They're going to try to make money.
Because and
as a consumer, you have to pay that. Or
freaking Arrowhead charges, for Chiefs games. It's what, fucking like $60 a game,
or $70 for parking. Yeah,
which is absolutely ridiculous. All right, here, I'll.
What do we got here, Bryan?
Cheers, sir. This is going to be, and I was for some reason, this can art is very Bob Ross like, if you will. It's called Daydreams at Dusk.
Daydreams at Dusk.
It is a double IPA. And it's weird, like most of the Kansas City, like a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people are getting away from. Well, I feel like a lot of people are getting away from calling it just an IPA. It literally says double India Pale Ale.
Huh.
Like, everybody knows that's an IPA. But the fact that the cans are saying double India Pale Ale.
Or hazy Imperial India Pale Ale.
Exactly. But this is dry hopped with Galaxy hops.
Ooh.
Is it Timber Ales? So brewed and packaged by Timber Ales, North Haven, Connecticut. So this is one of the 12% beer projects.
Oh, cool.
So this is going to be a big one, though, too. You want to take a guess on the ABV?
9.6.
Not that high, luckily.
8.2.
Exactly.
Really?
Yep. This one's a little strong.
Yeah, it is.
That smells strong in alcohol, but it's got a very pungent.
It has a pronounced.
Yes, pronounced would be a good word for that.
I get a lot of like the pith.
Yes.
Of citrus.
It is very hazy. It is
hazy. That's a hazy. That's a proper hazy.
You are not. It looks clear.
Look at that head retention too. That's nice.
Yes. It has a good clarity to it. And one of those things, I think we've talked about this kind of on the podcast before. Clarity and clear are not the same thing.
No, they are not.
Clear is being able to see through the beer. Clarity is if there's any like sediment or anything else within it.
Yeah.
And I know the last couple I've poured, like I've left just a tiny little bit on the bottom.
Just enough to have that lanyap in the can.
Leaving it in the can, basically, yeah. That one's warmed up a little bit.
Still not bad, though.
That is good, yeah. I'm
still
enjoying it.
Still juicy, pithy.
I feel like we do need to be getting away. Like, I feel like the IPAs have been just really dominating again lately.
Yeah, like in
as far as
general or
in
just
stores.
Just
in
dude.
stores.
Yeah.
Because like the brewery, we don't do a lot of IPAs.
It's a thing that
people gravitate towards.
They love. People come in and be like, oh, what's your highest IBU? You know, like.
Yeah. Well, and like somebody's like, I had somebody come in Sunday and they're like, how many IPAs you got? We have one.
I have one.
Like, I have 10 taps. We're not going to do 9 IPAs.
Yeah.
Because why?
What's the point? Like, it's going to be the same base, just a different hop addition.
At some point, yeah.
But this is good.
Mm-hmm. But I'm ready for something a little bit. I almost grabbed, because that first one we did, we opened up with the that
hazy
that light beer.
Oh, right? Yeah. That
I almost grabbed because I have it. We have that shandy one in the fridge as well.
Yeah,
and so I'm almost to the point where I'm ready to get away from some of the IPAs as much anyway.
Well, it's coming up on for me, Pilsner and Lager season.
Yeah,
but I don't like to be that seasonal beer person.
I don't like to be a seasonal because I'll drink stout all year round.
Stouts all year round.
I had one last night.
It's always stout season.
Yeah. And people are like, oh, I can't drink stouts in the summer.
You can't or you won't.
Yeah. They can't. So that means you won't. Guess who will?
Me.
I will.
More for me.
I had one last night. I win 1-0.
What's that from?
Tenacious D thing. Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. I did it now. I was trying to get rid of the banana
Zeke's
from underneath
manor.
my feet. It went underneath something. He can see it,
but he can't
has
reach.
no access to it whatsoever.
No.
And now we're just commentating on watching this dog just starting to have a meltdown.
Oh, man. He's freaking out.
All right. Hold on, buddy.
Sorry, Zeke.
What else should we be talking about in this
I don't know. Who knows? In the meantime, Zeke is he American Bulldog?
No, he's
English Bulldog. So he has no nose. Almost no reach with his paws.
No, he is, as I've referred to him, I think on the show, he's
a house hippo.
House hippo, yes.
House hippo Zeke, how you doing, buddy?
And it's funny how many, when I refer to him as a house hippo, how many people get that reference. But yeah, no tail, no nose. He is an 80-pound wrecking ball, if you will. And it's funny.
No tail, no nose, no shame.
I wish I had about a third of the yard I have, because he would be completely fine in that. And then that would be way less mowing for me.
Yeah. I mean, you've got a decent lot.
Yeah, well, I'm on a corner lot. And
do you know, like, acreage-wise, is it over a third?
I don't want to know because it would probably make me mad.
I mean, we have a decent-sized lot, too.
Well, because I live on a corner lot a couple blocks off of a busy street, I get a lot of trash in my side yard.
Yeah.
Side note, don't be a douchebag and throw your trash out your fucking car.
That's the problem with Missouri, man. There's a lot of fucking trash everywhere around here.
Like, I understand, like, my truck is a mess because I leave a lot of trash in my truck.
But don't throw your goddamn shit in my yard.
I don't throw it out of the window.
People don't care, man.
No, they don't.
People don't fucking care.
Freaking bunch of freaking savages, I swear.
I mean, especially, like, we live in South Kansas City.
Yeah.
Ain't exactly the cleanest people down here.
No. I mean, and I've lived in Lee Summit, which is a nicer area as well. And, like, I've lived in some nice neighborhoods and, going through a separation, you have to adjust how you decide to live.
Yeah.
So I don't mind my house at all. It's a nice house. It's a much older house. There's certain things that I don't like about it.
Yeah.
But, it's mine. It's my space. I can kind of do with it what I want.
Yeah.
I'm in a better place. But one of the things that drives me nuts is picking up trash before I mow. Yeah. That way I'm not destroying my mower because I ran over a freaking McCormick's glass bottle, freaking shooter.
I have to do the same thing.
Glass.
And my neighbor does. Oh my god, dude. So, oh fuck. I'm about to go off on a tangent here.
Might as well. Let's do it.
They're clearly first-time homeowners. It's two brothers that moved here from St. Louis, and when we had all that snow in January. Is that when we had all that, like, when it was like 16 inches of snow or some shit?
I don't recall. I've slept since then. I think
one of the brothers, his truck got stuck in the street.
As he just left it?
No, as he was trying to turn into the driveway. But I'm out there, shoveling our driveway, shoveling the snow and all that stuff. And I'm just like, okay, cool. Like, I'll help him out. They do not have a shovel. They moved here from St. Louis.
I'm sorry, St. Louis is not that much different.
And I'm just like, you live in Missouri.
It's not like you came from Florida.
You have a shovel.
It's not like you came from Florida
and now,
or Texas or Arizona or something like that.
And now we're well into time to mow your yard season.
They don't have a mower.
Nope. They sure don't. But hey, it makes our yard look really nice.
Just waiting for that freaking
sign
to pop up in the yard.
Yeah, I'm waiting for fucking Grandview to come through and be like, hey, mow your yard.
Yeah.
Because it's like, now it's 8 inches long.
Yeah, and mine's pretty bad. But again, I'm stalling.
Well, I thought mine was bad, but it's mostly like dandelions.
I do have a lot of dandelions, and my backyard is actually probably worse than my front yard. And part of my thing is like, again, we've talked about this a couple episodes ago, recording this on the same day of that thing. The last couple weeks have been crazy busy for us. I've barely been home the last couple weeks.
Did you see that?
He sometimes can catch, but not very often.
Just like hit him in the chest. And
he can sometimes catch. Rarely can he catch. But yeah, like I've barely been home the last couple weeks. Because, like, even my house, it's actually driving me nuts right now. Even while we're recording, like, I'm just thinking about my house being a freaking mess.
Yeah, same.
And so I'll probably be working on it.
I'm not thinking about your house. I'm thinking about my house being a mess.
Yeah, even if you're thinking about my house, I get it, dude.
No, dude, my house is a mess.
Because we've been the last couple of weeks have just been crazy. Yeah. And so we haven't been able to get a lot of stuff done.
Yeah.
And so, like, I'm going to try and this week focus on getting stuff done.
I swear I'm just going to take like a week off and just like, we need to organize the garage.
I want to get more shit out of my garage.
Oh, dude.
And, actually even the recording space.
Yeah.
Like, I put up the lights, like a month ago.
Yeah.
And they've been nice. There may be a little bit. Like, they were super bright, and I kind of diffused them a little bit.
Yeah, I like it.
It's nice, but at the same time, like, it could be maybe just a touch brighter.
Yeah.
Especially as we hold our beers up to the light.
I mean, it's better than just utilizing that, or, I mean...
And then the one light that we had.
Yeah,
So the lights that I have are nice, but, like, I also have a bunch of insulation up in the ceiling, and it's like, I want to try and make it a nicer area, because, like, I want, at some point, start getting guests on here too. I don't want to bring them into a freaking dungeon. Yes. Like, I'm surprised that you're still dealing with it, honestly.
Like, it's better than my setup.
Yeah, but you at least have a finished basement.
Yeah. But I don't have a proper like I have a desk that's like really, it's small.
Yeah, because the first episode or the trailer was recorded there. And I mean, it was nice, and so that makes me want to do more here too. Yeah. And like, I've looked at some stuff, but I need to get some other finances in check.
A lot of moving parts.
Yes, despite buying the Lego Batman set.
Yeah, well,
priorities. And I didn't want to. I didn't want to miss out on being able to have something like that.
Well, and like if we didn't buy that now, then you buy that in 6 months and it's $600.
Yeah, and then I wouldn't have.
No.
But that's something like I literally grew up watching that.
Same.
Like, that's something like I
remember like that was part of my Saturday morning like cartoon ritual. Me, my brother, and my dad.
Yeah. And like I remember watching after school.
Yeah.
Like I come home, and it was on. Like, I'm trying to hurry up and get home so I could watch freaking animated Batman.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I've already seen this episode, but I'm gonna watch it again.
Watch it again.
Yeah,
it's good.
Because it's so good. Yes. Freaking
Batman Beyond.
Oh, that was one of the other things we were going to talk about. We got a couple minutes. We can talk about that real quick.
Oh yeah.
Let's do it. So we've talked about that. I forgot that I didn't write that one down, but that was the topic that we said we were going to discuss. And hands down, we've said that Michael Keaton should absolutely still be Bruce Wayne.
In a live action Batman Beyond.
If there was a live action, and I was talking about an article that I had come across, and that article was dated in 21.
Yeah.
The play, it's Terry McGinnis, who's the the new Batman for Batman Beyond, right? And one of the people was number 5 from Umbrella Academy, which I felt like would have been a good one.
I still think Timothy Chalamet.
Chalamet was on that list as well. And again, that article is in 21 where Chalamet wasn't as known.
He was still a little baby boy back then.
Yeah, he wasn't as well known.
He wasn't quite pesky Paul Atreides like he is now.
What? And then they listed the what was it, Steve or whatever, who's in Stranger Things.
Oh yeah.
There was a couple people that we didn't really agree on. I feel like he was probably a little bit too old for that role.
Yeah.
Who was it that I had listed? I told you, and I looked him up. Oh man, it's gonna drive me nuts that I can't remember who it was. Somebody who's been more popular in the last couple since 21.
Jake Paul.
Who? No, he can be the Joker. That's fine. Or the second Joker. Oh God, it was somebody with darker hair. I looked him up and showed
Robert Pattinson.
Fuck you. He's already the Batman. And he needs adrenaline because, he's a vegan or whatever. Thank you, Pete Holmes.
Bob Odenkirk.
What? Bob Odenkirk. You're going to give me David Cross next?
Yeah, sure, why not?
It's going to be freaking the...
Mr. Show Batman.
Yes, Mr. Show Batman. Mr. Batman Show. Oh, man. Who the hell was... I can't remember who it was, but I showed it to you, and you're like, oh, yeah, that would be a good one.
Yeah. Who was that? We're so good at this.
Oh, yeah. And it's not even something I can look up because I don't even remember what the hell he was in. But he's younger.
I would hope so.
Well, yeah, because the idea in the Terry McGinnis in Batman Beyond is a younger character.
Yeah. He's in high school.
I think late high school, early college. What was that? You just...
That's a burp, Bryan.
What's it?
Yeah.
But...
Well, that was he was voiced by the older brother in Boy Meets World. What's his name?
I don't recall the name, but yes, I know what you're talking about. I'm trying to pull my IMDb to see if I still have him on here, honestly. One of the other ones that they listed as a possible option was that guy who played Elton John in Rocket Man, and then was also in Taron is his name. It was in Kingsman. Yes. And he was good. I feel like he's maybe a little too old. Yeah, I'm not coming up with the name of who it was. But I mean, a live action Batman Beyond.
That'd be awesome.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Because you have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, right? Which is, yes, animated, highly graphically animated, if you will.
Different, because it's all different styles, right?
They do change the styles on that, which cool. Reminds me of, I think it was Dark Fury, which was like the common. It was like the in between of Pitch Black and
Chronicles.
Chronicles of Riddick.
Yeah,
yes. which still 2 films that I absolutely love.
Great movies, man. So
but
good.
again, there's an animated thing in between those 2 that kind of links the 2 together of how certain things happened.
Yeah.
But there's multiple animators on that as well. And Animatrix kind of did the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, man, the Animatrix. I forgot about that.
Some of them were good. Some of them were like,
Oh, dude, my dad was such a fucking nerd for the Matrix movies.
I was early on, too. And, like, I actually have one of the original movie posters around here somewhere.
Oh, cool.
Like, the original Matrix, Fight Club, and there's one other one I'm blanking on it. Like, I had 3 posters that I'm like, if I can ever just, like, actually, like,
properly frame them.
Like, if I had, like, a man cave type space that where I'm decorating it the way I want to decorate it.
That'd be cool.
That would be stuff I would have up there.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Blues Brothers, even though Blues Brothers is one of my favorite movies as well.
I think that was the first R-rated movie that I ever saw.
I think we talked about this a couple episodes ago.
Well, my dad was just like, if you ever repeat any line from this movie,
you're grounded.
You will never be able to watch another R-rated movie again.
Yeah, because like I remember talking about like the first R-rated movie I went to the theater to see was Alien 3.
Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. And your mom didn't know about it until
I said something.
You said something at your
my dad's funeral.
Yeah. That's amazing.
And literally, it was funny because like she's literally just sitting right in the middle of the crowd.
Like, what the fuck?
She just like looked. She's like just like shaking her head like what? I'm like, sorry, Mom. Sorry, Dad.
Sorry about you.
Like, don't be mad at Dad. He can't do nothing about it. And there was a lot of people at my dad's funeral too, because like he was big in soccer, big in scouts.
Yeah. When did he pass again? Was it during COVID?
No, it was right. It was shortly before COVID, September of 2019.
Wow.
So yeah. So yeah, we'll be coming up on
5 years.
5 years on that.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe.
I know, man.
So, and I know your mother's
4 in November. Man. November 8th.
Yeah. So it's tough to be a part of the Dead Parents Club sometimes, because there's plenty of times, especially of late, where I'm just like, man, I would really wish I could go to my dad for some advice.
No shit.
Or just to have a conversation.
Yeah. One last phone call, things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of our listeners have had that as well.
Yeah. Maybe not. I don't know, man. Like,
yeah. Because you don't really ever know until sometimes it's too late.
I know all of my cousins, we've all lost a parent.
Yeah.
On my mom's side, we've all lost a father or a mother.
I have a couple.
And no one is 40 years old yet.
Yeah, and I have a cousin whose kids, so I guess, second cousins and then, if you will, lost their father. He's been gone for 6 years or something like that. And they were like teenage girls.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's rough right there. So and that's one of the things, like, I never complain about what I've had to deal with because of, like, I know.
There's always someone that had it worse.
Somebody who had it worse.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, anyway.
What a note to end on.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that a good note to end on? Fuck. I'm sorry, everybody.
Yeah, we're sorry. That got
bad.
Sad. Really.
Yeah, at least
really
it wasn't
fast.
religion.
It got real. It didn't get sad. It got real.
Yeah, it got real. But at least it wasn't religion or politics.
Or politics, like we did that one time.
Anybody, how about them Royals?
How about that Trump trial?
Oh shit! I said no politics. Goddammit.
That just started today, by the way.
Well, as we record this, yes.
Yes, as we're recording this, as of the 15th.
Hopefully it'll be done by the time we release this, or by the time it gets released.
It won't be done.
Yet he's still in contention.
Yay.
Which is, how messed up is the United States that somebody who's literally on trial,
who's potentially going to be a convicted felon,
is still the best candidate
for a political party,
for a presidential position.
Dude, this is something Nolan and I talk about more than I'd like to admit.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, it's fine because we both see like.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, like Nolan, so being a business owner, certain things affect him differently.
Yeah,
because he's a business owner.
Certain policies affect him more than it would affect you or I.
Yeah, because we're not the owners of a business.
Yeah, so I see where he's coming from.
Yeah,
but at the same time, like that episode of South Park, you're choosing between oh no.
All right. Well, I knew we were getting close. It's weird because it said it had an hour.
Oh, okay.
It says it's still recording, it's getting close. Ooh. It says we got 14 minutes. All right.
I saw Brian's eyes like shoot up.
I'm like, fuck!
He thought we lost.
And I checked it in between the last episode.
No, we're good. We're good.
It is because it said we had like an hour and 5.
But yeah, we're choosing between a giant douche and a turd sandwich again.
I know. I'm like, it's just a thing. I said we weren't going to end on politics, but here we fucking are.
Here we are.
Ending on politics. Damn it.
God damn it. We just need to end it now.
All right.
That's it.
Like, well, we'll just end it. We won't get into it.
We're going to end on a sad note in politics. How about that, guys?
Sad note in politics.
Oh, death in politics. Oh, that's a strong ending.
Title name?
Episode 15.
God damn it. We'll make up for it next time. Which hopefully isn't. We don't record it in a couple weeks.
No, we'll get back to it
next week. All right.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna We're gonna schedule it. We're gonna record episode 4 for the month of May.
God.
Before we're even in the month of May. Nigel, you're slacking off.
I almost feel like we need to start doing like recording the week of. What do you think?
Well, the problem is we would have to do like one episode a week.
I know. That would be a lot.
Well, the idea that we talked about was trying to get into bonus episodes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Trying to encourage people to subscribe.
Yeah.
And basically giving us some sort of compensation.
Yeah.
And doing special stuff.
Whether it be beer or money or whatever your favorite crypto is at the moment. You want to give us an NFT?
You can give that to Conor, and we'll figure it out from there. I'm not getting into NFT.
Do you want to trade Pokemon cards? Like, let's go. Like,
you want to trade Legos? I got some Legos. Legos are fucking expensive.
Damn right.
But like, I do want to try and get a bonus episode.
Yeah,
to try and encourage people to pay for some sort of subscription.
Yeah, pay it forward, bitches.
And get like Nigel and or Nick, probably on, because they've already said they plan on trying to hijack an episode.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, well, Nigel's at least said he's like,
sounds like Nigel.
We're gonna try and hijack an episode. I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, he said that about a month ago. He's gonna swing by and bring beer, and guess what?
Yeah,
it didn't happen, Nigel.
I call him out all the time. The amount of times
you didn't do it.
Yeah, the amount of times he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna come in on Sunday." I'm like, "Bullshit."
I might come in.
Yeah, it's always. I might come in. I'm just like, "No, you won't."
No,
he's like, "No, I'm going to." Well, I'm like, "I'm definitely going to now." I'm like, "No, you're not." He's like, "Fuck you."
We love you, Nigel.
And we love all you guys for listening to us. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, all the podcast channels.
Threads. Are we on Threads?
We're not on Threads.
You know what's funny is I got a notification today that was just like, Brian Macbeth requested to follow you on Threads. I'm like, is Brian on Threads?
You just got it today? Because
recently.
I've been on Threads.
Recently, within the past, 4 days.
I've been on Threads since, the beginning of Threads.
And it's like, oh, so-and-so and all your followers, all these other people are just, following on. Get Threads.
Oh, no, I still get notifications almost daily about Threads. I'm rarely on Threads.
It's just, a fucking watered-down Twitter, right?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. I'd rather be on Twitter.
Anyway.
Although I'd rather not. It's all terrible.
Yeah.
Social media is terrible.
That
being said, follow us on social media.
I'm rarely on Twitter. We focus mostly on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
Try to keep it a little bit simpler.
Yeah.
We're going towards the older crowd, if you will.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah. You won't find us on Snapchat. Sorry.
You might find me on Snapchat, but
I'm on Snapchat.
Yeah, I don't Snapchat anymore.
I rarely use it.
I wish I did more because I don't. No,
I wish I did more.
I take that back.
No, I don't.
I take that back immediately.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for listening, guys.
We'll catch you guys on the next episode.
Toodles.
Cheers.